Hi guys, welcome back to another vlog from MeadowGrove, and something a little bit different today. It's been about a week and a half since the last vlog. A lot's gone on which we'll run through during the vlog, but I am down at the dealers. It's about 11:30 because they are having a machinery sale. Now I have been here for about an hour now. Looking around, and the reason I came down is because I am intending to buy a combine. Now this is because, as you would all know, we got that T-dub, and I sold the 8210. That is now gone, as well as my two silage trailers and the Clash Jaguar 61, which meant Matt down the road has to get my second cut silage in. But whilst we were doing the forestry, the first lot of forestry, the first half of his contract, which he'll explain when he's in the next vlog, don't worry, we've done one bit of forestry, but I wasn't able to record it because Matt's deadline was shortened, so we didn't really have time, but we got loads of time for the second load, which I am going to be heading up there later on this afternoon. But yeah, Matt told me that there was a machinery sale going on, so I was like, oh brilliant. So I intended to come down to look for a new silage trailer, however there isn't any here. But then Matt also said to me, why don't you look at the old style combines? And I said, well, you generally get my harvesting, but after a long discussion and thinking about it, and that Matt's not going to be able to get my harvesting if he's getting my second cut grass in, because along with all his other contracts and his own work, there is a lot of pressure on him to get it done. So unfortunately that's how it's got to be. So the money that I got for the 8210 is going towards a new combine. Now it was between these two because I definitely cannot afford this, and I don't think it would have fit through my yard and that. This John Deere, this is something more of Matt's size and his contracting yard would probably have. Surprised he hasn't got one. I have been looking at this because the Massey Ferguson loader tractor I got is starting to age a bit and play up, but I was also looking at this, but again I haven't got the money for this. This obviously this little section over here is all the brand new stuff, and then this is all second hand. Now I originally looked at this because I thought the price would be cheaper, and it is, but then we looked at the condition of it. This is early 80s model Bison, and it's seen better days. It's all ripped, all the skirtings are ripped, the top has got holes in. I've sat in it and started it up, and it doesn't sound great. This definitely had a hard life, but it's 30 years old plus, so and obviously this panel has started to rust out here. But then I also looked at this. Now this is a late 80s Bison, so this is just it's about 25 to 30 years old. It's slightly younger than that, put it that way, because this actually has a cab. Now this is second hand, but it has been looked after all its life. It has had a replacement skirt put on it around here, obviously replacement tires as well, but this is a cracking piece of kit. Now I've actually bought this is now mine. It cost me in the region of 5,500 thereabouts, and not that I go into details about it, but another good thing about this is I don't actually have to have a header trailer. This is within the legal size to go down the road with it on, which is brilliant for me because as a single farmer, I'd have to get a header trailer to put on the back, and the hitch on the back of this is actually the only bad thing about it. It is knackered. So Matt dropped me down. He's on his way up to the forestry to Dale started. I was picking this up. I'm gonna pick this up now. I'm gonna fire it up. Now, it's been a very long time since I've had a combine. It's been since I moved here because I used to have a New Holland combine back at Shamrock. But obviously I moved here, scaled down. Now this is obviously a very old combine, hence why it's so cheap. And I'm expecting things to go wrong with it. But at least in the next 4 weeks, when my crop is ripened, we can get it in ourselves, and Matt can still do our grass, because he did say always I'd have to get another trail forager, because he physically wouldn't be able to do it, because he has got family. He's also got his own crops to down, like all of those crops down there, and obviously I still got a grain cart for him, but and obviously I still don't have his bales, but it means it takes a lot of pressure off Matt. This is the good thing about this harvester. Does the head? So I did ask. I said, "Does the header trailer come with it?" They said no, and I was like, "Brilliant." I have got a little Eiffel range trailer that I would fit it, but it's not exactly safe. But they said it's within the legal parameters of taking it down the road. So we're going to take this back to the yard, and then I'll explain about the forestry, because there's been quite an advancement, because we started the forestry and it was done fine, and I did start a vlog but I didn't finish it because it rained and it got so muddy and boggy that the wheel loader got stuck and it was a nightmare. And then, from what Matt's told me, the contractor that he's doing the forest for wanted it done a lot quicker. Now that wasn't an issue, but obviously because of the rain it then became an issue, so I wasn't able to bang out a vlog about it. However, that's one forest of two, and I can't see it to a bit higher, but there was obviously a load of trees there. They're now all gone, thanks to me and Matt and his crew. But Matt's now moved on down to his second forestry contract, the second half of it, down to New Forest, which he'll explain about in the vlog, because we will be heading down there in about probably about half hour. Right, it's gonna go in there nicely, hopefully. Yep. Right, we'll take this out around the back. So you'll see this before the forestry vlog, but again we couldn't do nothing about the rain and everything getting stuck. So what we're gonna do is we'll park this up now. The idea is to get it in there, hopefully. Now I think we'll actually put this in header first. It's quite tight actually. Start the turning radius. Don't want to knock the pressure washer. Right, actually, yeah, we're gonna drive it in. Come in from a better angle there. Rather not dent it as soon as we get here. Hopefully we can get it in. I think that steel beam actually might be in the way there. No, I think we're getting in there. There we go. We lower the header down. And we're not that off. Right. That is back. Does it fit in? Perfect size for the shed. But we finally have a harvester now. Silage trailer. So about 2 days ago I picked it up. It is a Marshall. It is behind the T-Dub. The T-Dub is now working, by the way. The T-Dub is now in action. This here is a Marshall 12-ton trailer. It has silage sides ready to go on the side of it as well, which is brilliant. We don't have the one trailer because it would be me carting silage and that. Now this isn't mine. I'm just borrowing it for a yard tractor because, as you would have seen in the last vlog, my little yard tractor broke down. And took it all apart on the days that it was raining, and needs a new radiator hose, and a few extra bits, new air filter. I've also done a change to the fuel filter as well at the same time. But yeah, so I got that into this small tractor, and the bloke down the road said that I could borrow it for a week. So that's good. But anyway, the forestry, what's going to happen is I'm going to head down there in about 20 odd minutes now and go meet up with Matt. He'll explain to you what his contract is, implying and what he's doing, and his plans, and also my grass plans, because obviously I've now got to work to when Matt can get the grass in, so I've now got to book in a time and get the grass cut. But what we are going to do is we're going to get in a T-Dub now. Drop the wagon and start it up. But yeah, T-Dub's now in action. But yeah, we finally have, well, a new to us combine. It's definitely not new. I think it's had 2 owners before me. But I'm quickly gonna go and spread some fertilizer on the fields. There's also, because I've now got a combine on my own, I'm not gonna reseed this field here as grass. This is gonna go down as some barley when the time comes. But Matt has some pretty big plans, which he will explain in the vlog, about what he's doing and what he's what the forestry is all about. Yeah, and what the forestry is all about, and we'll find out when he can come and cut our second cut, because his harvest is right around the corner. He planted his crops a lot earlier than mine, so his is probably going to be cut, probably start cutting probably a week and a half before mine, which obviously kind of coincides with my second cut of grass, which isn't good. But we'll work to Matt's plans and whatever he's got to do, so, and obviously other people's contracts. Like I said, there's a big forestry job at the moment. It's probably going to take us 2 weeks to do, judging by the size of it, but it'll be worth the money for Matt, and Matt will obviously give me a little bit from it. But yeah, starting to build the farm up again, slowly but surely, even if it is old. And as you all know, there's nothing wrong with old stuff. My farm is made of old stuff. The newest thing we've actually got is that T7 tractor wise. And then after that, it'll be that Marshall trailer I just bought. I just had to spend literally. I won't be able to buy anything like for the implement wise or anything now. I won't be able to buy anything like that for, you know, until next summer probably, because I literally have not got the funds now. This is a trailer cost me 15,000. And the combine obviously just cost me just over 5, so that's 20 grand on. And milk prices ain't that good right now, so hard times right now. Right, I think that's this field done because it is a small field. We'll just spread it on here just in case I miss. There we go. Alright, this is this field done. Now we'll just jump out, shut that gate. Now head on down the road a little bit. You'll be able to see where the forest was once, which was there. That is now all cleared out. There's only 2 trees left, and that's because Matt physically couldn't cut them down. But the contractor was fine with that. My field now out there needs to be sorted out as well. We're going to take the harrow out there and rip it all up, because now we have a combine, we can actually plant some crops. But yeah, so I think I'm going to end the vlog here, guys, because I'm just going to carry on track over this, go home and have some food, and then we'll go meet Matt at the next forest. But if you have enjoyed, remember to leave a like and a comment, and when the boys at Matt's Demon World get this up, I would hopefully have thought they would have the vlog for the forestry, which will follow shortly. But until then, guys, bye for now.